You are thinking of changing a job and are looking for it desperately. You updated your CV and posted it on various platforms. Now, one fine day, you receive a call from HR of a company or a consultant that a company is interested in your profile and would like to interview you. You become excited, right? You say, okay, confirm the date of the interview and disconnect. Now comes the most important part, preparing for the interview. Hello friends, welcome to Professional Arena. In our previous video, we have seen how to answer the most important interview question, that is, describe yourself correctly. In this video, we saw how to prepare to answer this question, what should be the content of the answer, and how to deliver the answer correctly. In today's video, we'll be dealing with yet another interview topic, that is, preparation of facing an interview. We are going to see a 5-step personally tested and proven formula for how we are going to prepare for facing any interview. We have created this YouTube channel with a view of sharing professionally useful information to all the people. And it is very important that you subscribe to it because we have a plan of coming up with more such useful videos. And when you subscribe to it, you will be getting the notification of the newly uploaded videos. Now, let us start with today's topic. What is an interview? It is just like an exam, right? Where you will be evaluated, and if you perform well, you would succeed. The only and the most important difference between the exam and the interview is that in exam, multiple people can pass and there is no pressure to stand first. Is that the case in case of interview? Can multiple people succeed for a single position? No. You have to be the best amongst all to be selected, and that means that you have to prepare hard and perform well, which will obviously need time, right? So there is no harm in taking a day's leave to prepare, because if opportunity is good and you are desperate, you need to give your best. In general terms, 1 to 2 day preparation time is sufficient for an interview. Step number 1 for your interview preparation. This step starts with the receipt of interview call. It can be a neglected step as people in enthusiasm do not pay attention to it. Once you receive an interview call, be very sure to get the complete details about the organization and the job description. Discuss even the minute details about the job description, and believe me, the HR are open enough to mention the same. The next thing you can do is search for this position on the internet. Mostly, major organizations upload the complete job description of an open position on various professional platforms like LinkedIn, Naukri.com, or career page of their own website. From here, you can get the detailed job requirements of the position. Job description of the open position is required for preparation of the interview, as we'll see further. If the HR or consultant wants you to give interview immediately on the next day, bargain to have at least a day by giving some genuine reason. This time is very much needed for your preparation. So, our first step is collecting the complete detailed information on the job description and having sufficient time in hand for preparation. Step number 2 is not always necessary but will have an added advantage if you would be able to do it. If you followed the first step correctly and got the details about the organization, try to find out more about the job profile from any known people working in that organization. It is a small world. Try to get information about who the potential interviewer will be, what type of interview does that person conducts, what are the challenges of the open position, etc. Take notes. These notes will help you prepare further. As we have said earlier, interview is just like an examination, and one thing should be remembered that examinations are conducted as per syllabus. The syllabus of the interview will be based on details given into your CV, and secondly, the job description of the open position. Frankly speaking, if there are too much out of syllabus question, then something somewhere is wrong. Firstly, through the details given in your CV, the interviewer will evaluate your knowledge on the things that you claim to be handled in your career. It should be very clear that you should mention only the things that you really know and have really handled, because just mentioning it for sake of being selected for an interview will not lead to success in it. Thus, step 3 will be to prepare well on each point mentioned in your CV. Revise the details as per your CV. I say revise because you have already worked on all the topics mentioned into your CV. Do you remember how you used to prepare for exams in the good olden college days? By referring the question bank. In your notes, write down all the potential questions based on the topic of your CV, even the smallest thing. If you collected information about the interviewer, jot down the questions as per his perspective. Practice how will you answer if such a question comes up. Discuss the points with any of your friends with the same profile. Remember, things that are discussed are remembered very easily. The best thing you can do is to be all time ready. Now, how can this be? That is, by being updated on the topics of your expertise. Read the guidelines, update about your topics regularly. I've personally seen leaders do a lot of reading even if they are at the top. Even if you are not scheduled an interview right now, prepare the set of questions based on your CV, updated information, and keep on adding to it as your experience grows or new information comes up. This is how you will have a comprehensive question bank about your complete profile. Now we move to step number 4. If you remember, in step 1 and 2, you collected information about the job description of the open position, right? Step 4 will be preparing in the same lines as step 3 for this job description. Generally, this may majorly not be different from step 3 because you have already mentioned the details in your CV and your CV was selected based for the profile. However, in step 4, you will have to go much deep into the required subject. Read text, guidelines, updates, SOP about the subject and be ready with even the minute details. Refer the notes you took for step 2, wherein we noted the challenges for the position. A definite question will come your way regarding the challenge. For example, some company might be facing an issue with a particular equipment handling. So research and be prepared in such a way that you know in and out everything about the equipment. Same can be the case of some failures that the organization might be encountering. There will be a short discussion onto it. Just collect information and be ready. Your knowledge and answers to such challenges will surely open doors to you. Being ready with step 5 is just like having cherry on the cake. The interviewer's most liked question during a technical interview is either giving you a problem situation and asking your advice on troubleshooting it, or asking you to define a problem related to the profile you have faced and how you have helped the organization to solve it. For step number 5, recollect all the major situations that you have handled or seen handled related to your profile and the position of interview. Write down all the details with how the problem was solved. Put emphasis on how you helped the situation. As in case of an online question bank about your CV, you can have an online troubleshooting notes all time ready. Just keep on adding the details as and when you face a problem and solve it. So we have seen the 5 steps that are knowing the job description of the open position, information about the organization and the interviewer, preparation on the topics mentioned into your CV and being all time ready, deep diving into the subject of the open position of the job description, and having a question bank or a set of troubleshooting incidences and solution to the same. This 5-step formula will surely be very helpful to all for attaining the job you desire. If you think that your time is spent well by watching this video, kindly like the video, leave a comment to encourage us and share it with your friends. We'll shortly come up with more.